That is another question 3 ပေါ့နော် separate နောက်ဆုံးဒီခွန်းသုံးစုံတွေကနောက်ဆုံးစုံပေါ့နော်အဲ့ဒါလေးဆက်ကြည့်အောင် Let's section A listening. Listen carefully and write whether each statement is true or false. Okay, so a greeting is a way of being friendly or polite to someone. True or no? Number 2, mostly a person will indicate what they wish to be called. True. 3, is alone are not one of the ethnic groups in Myanmar. The Lungu way false. No, Salon. Number 4, Indochi Lake is in kitchen state. True. Number 5, Indochi Lake is not the biggest lake in Myanmar. False. B, listen carefully and fill the blanks over the suitable expressions. Bobo and Pai Pai. Hey, Pai Pai. Long time no see. How are you? Fine, fine. Fine, thanks. Fine, thanks. And you? And good. You were absent last week, right? Yes, my grandfather was ill. And I had to take care of him. Oh, really? Sorry to hear that. Can I help you with anything? Sure. I need someone to explain me the lessons I missed last week. Great. I can come to your house after the school. Bye bye. That's very kind of you. Bobo, I'm glad I can come. See, listen to the dialogue and choose the answer A or B. Myanmar exports rice or wheat. Rice. A. Number 2, the first Olympic Games were held in Olympia, Italy, or Greece. B, Greece. 3, we can make blank by singing music poem. Make music by singing. E. Okay. Number 4. Fleming discovered bread or penicillin. Fleming discovered penicillin. Number 5, people eat rice in Asia or Europe. Asia. E. Okay. Next, C. Next section B. Reading. Read the passage and answer the questions as follows. Mrs. Brown had a small garden behind her house, and in the winter she planted vegetables in it. She looked after them very carefully, and after some time, they looked very nice. One evening, Mrs. Brown looked at her vegetables and said, tomorrow I'm going to pick them and then we can eat them. But early the next morning, her son ran into the kitchen and shouted, Mother, mother, come quickly. Our neighbors' dogs are in the garden and they are eating our vegetables. Mrs. Brown ran out, but it was too late. All the vegetables were finished. Mrs. Brown cried, and her neighbor was very sorry. Then, a few days before Christmas, the neighbor brought Mrs. Brown a parcel. In it was a beautiful, fat dog, and on it was a piece of paper with the words, enjoying your vegetables. A. Find the verb-based words in the passage that use a similar in the meaning to the following definitions. Number 1, an area of land with vegetables, flowers, and trees, garden. 2, the cold season, winter. 3, grew, plant. 4, someone who lives near you, neighbor. 5, package, parcel. B, answer each question in one complete answer. Where did Mrs. Brown Mrs. Brown have our garden. Mrs. Brown had our garden behind her house. Next. Number 2. When did she grow vegetables in our garden? She grew vegetables in our garden in the winter. 3. What happened to our vegetables one morning? Answer. Our neighbor's dogs ate our vegetables one morning. Number 4. What did our neighbor give her a parcel Christmas party? Our neighbor gave her a parcel a new days before Christmas. Last one. What was in the parcel? Duck. A beautiful fat duck was in the parcel. Number 3. Read the following passage and fill in the blanks with suitable words given below. There are 2 extras. Attractive adjective, slim, ပါလွာသော ပိန်ပါသော adjective, browns, ကြီး နော် ကြီးရောင် cute, ချစ်စရာကောင်းတယ် you, now, drama, now, funny, adjective, Asian, adjective. I would like to talk about the 5 small Asian pure bronze figures displayed at the Sri Saktra Museum. Sri Saktra Museum. The museum is located in the Sri Saktra War Hiding Site, Pi Township, the Kitia, Sri Kitra, Pi Township. Let me introduce the figures from left to right. As described in the photo, the first small figure is a fascinating bronze flatus statue. The second one is a well-carved bronze drummer statue. The third one is a cute, funny small bronze statue. It's a clown carrying a bag on its back. The fourth one is an attractive shining bronze dancer statue. It's ဆရာတို့ဘာပြောလဲကြီးဟွာပေါ့ကကြီးတွေရုပ်နော်ကြီးနဲ့လောက်ထားတယ်ကြီးညူနဲ့လောက်ထားတယ်ကကြီးတွေရုပ်ဖြစ် It's much bigger in size compared to the other 4 figures. The last one is a standing slim bronze sableist statue. Number 6. Answer the following questions in the full sentences. How should we address a stranger or a business associate? We should address a stranger or a business associate by being polite and by using a title or by using a title with politeness. Number 2. What special skills do the slow have? The slow are able to see underwater clearly, dive deep, and keep on underwater for a long time without any external breathing apparatus like snorkeling. 3. Why do the birds from Siberia migrate to Indoji Lake each year? Umbrella, yes. 3. The birds from Siberia migrate to Indoji Lake each year to escape unpleasant winter conditions. Number 4. What's necessary for a fashion designer to be an outstanding one? Being talented or talent is necessary for a designer to be an outstanding one. Number 5. How do you take the basket away from the pen? I take the basket away from a pen by sliding the lid fast and then pressing the basket release button. Writing. Section C, writing. Number 5. Fill each blank with the appropriate word. The initial letters are given to help you. Myanmar has a rich and diverse sea culture. Okay, so initial letters to culture, diverse culture. Number 2, you need to check the expiry date of the P blank before you buy. P product. Number 3, I have a very friendly relationship with my colleagues at work. Number 4, Santa give her friend a warm hug when they saw each other again. Number 5, we need to train our children to improve verbal communication skills so that they become confident speakers. Okay,